Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a story that says our history isn't just missing a few pages, it's been intentionally ripped out. We're going to take a journey that spans billions of years, cosmic wars, and a history of humanity you've definitely never heard before. So, let's start with this really provocative question the source material poses. What if everything you've ever been taught about our past, from evolution to ancient civilizations, is just a tiny piece of a much, much bigger story that's been kept hidden from us? And this idea right here, this is the key to the whole thing. The central premise is that because we've forgotten who we really are, it makes us, well, vulnerable. It suggests we're caught in the middle of a cosmic drama that's still playing out right now. So let's start piecing this incredible story together. All right, so the story goes that for the last 25,000 years, Earth has been what the source calls a quarantined reality field. Basically, we've been cut off from the rest of the universe. And during this time, we've been born into this world with this deep, profound innocence, but also with a total loss of our true memories. This amnesia has left us completely unaware of where we came from, what our purpose is, or the larger story that we're supposed to be a part of. And that, of course, makes us pretty susceptible to outside influence. So, what is this bigger story that we've supposedly forgotten? To really get what's going on, we have to zoom out. I mean, way, way out. We're talking 250 times billion years ago, to a massive conflict that literally ripped the fabric of our universe in two. This is where it all began. So the source describes these two opposing realities. On one side, you have the living time matrix. Think of this as our original, organic, healthy universe. But then, during this huge cosmic war, a faction called the Anu Elohim deliberately destroyed a critical energy portal, what the source calls Stargate 12. And that act of destruction created the Phantom Matrix, a kind of parasitic, black hole system that's a distorted shadow of the original. And I think this is a brilliant analogy the source uses to explain it. The Phantom Matrix is like a run in a nylon stocking. See, it can't sustain itself. It has to constantly feed on the energy of the living system to survive. It's like a tear that just threatens to unravel everything. So you're probably wondering, where do we fit into all of this huge war between two realities? Well, according to this narrative, humanity was created for a very, very specific and an incredibly powerful reason. We were actually created to be the solution. Our original genetic blueprint, this 12-strand DNA, was basically our superpower. It gave us the ability to heal the rifts in time and space. This made us what the source calls a doctor race, literally designed to fix the cosmic damage and help other races find their way back to the living time matrix. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day. The source describes our original form as something we can barely even imagine now. We're talking 12 feet tall. We didn't even need food to live. We had total control over reality. And now, well, now we're stuck with all these limitations, totally dependent on the world around us, and with no memory of any of it. And that quote it kind of says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures this idea of a massive fall from grace. Which, of course, brings us to the most important question of all. What on earth happened to us? So, how do we get from there to here? Well, according to the source, it wasn't just one single event. It was a series of catastrophic moments, a strategic campaign that unfolded over thousands of years to erase who we were. Okay, so check out this timeline. It all kicks off around 25,500 BC when these factions from the Phantom Matrix start messing with our DNA. Then, fast forward to 9,558 BC, the Great Flood. This wasn't a natural disaster. It was an orchestrated event to destroy civilizations like Atlantis and wipe the historical records clean. And the final blow comes around 3,470 BC with the Tower of Babel incident, a final massive memory wipe that shattered our consciousness and language, cutting us off from our past for good. And that brings us pretty much up to today, because here's the real kicker. This ancient cosmic war, it never actually stopped. It just moved its headquarters to planet Earth and disguised itself in our myths, our religions, and our cultures. This is where it gets really wild. The source directly links these warring cosmic groups to figures we all know from mythology. So, for example, those power-hungry, manipulative gods from the Greek and Roman pantheons, the source says those were the Anu Elohim. And all those legends of fearsome dragons or reptilian beings, those were the Omicron Draconians. The idea here is that the epic battles between the gods weren't just stories, they were literal accounts of these groups fighting for control of Earth. And I love this analogy. It says to think of Earth like that famous bar scene in Star Wars. It's a place where all sorts of different beings from across the galaxy come together. But here, they're all wearing human masks. It suggests the diversity on our planet goes way beyond culture or race. We're talking about different cosmic lineages, all incarnated in human form, carrying on these ancient agendas without us even knowing it.
And that really leaves us with one last mind-bending thought. If this story is even remotely true, it means our real identity is something we have been programmed for millennia to forget. So the question to take away from all this isn't just, who are we? But maybe, just maybe, who were we before we put on this human mask?